And so each time you read it, it felt
Good.
and it just get me willing to do it. After I read it, I want to go to sleep.
All right, who's going first?
Yeah. Like, let's get to a general purpose
I can go.
So
Okay, go ahead. I'll follow you.
Okay. You want to give me? Do I just share my desktop or?
Yeah, that's probably easiest. The screen share, whatever it is.
So let me know if you can see my screen.
Perfect.
Mine was pretty simple. I wanted to get more active in my daily life. I knew that if I can get active and stay active, then it would help my body in the long run. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis about 6 years ago, and it's been pretty hectic on my body. There's days where I just don't want to move, and I kind of let that. I don't know if it was a depression or anything like that, but I just kind of stopped being active, and I realized that two things. If I can get active, I know my body would feel better with the drugs that they have me on to try to suppress the arthritis. Plus, if I got active, I knew I can get healthier. I would start to lose weight, and I would feel better. So when I started, you can see I was at about 235, almost 236, and I weighed myself every day, and I think the best I got down to was 229. But I've been able to stay active, and I incorporated exercises every day that I went into. My main exercise that I worked on was the elliptical. It allowed me to do cardio and do some resistance and just build on that. And I kept a track of my weight, and you can see it fluctuated. Although I only lost I think my total weight loss so far is just under 5 pounds. I feel a difference. I've lost 2 inches on my waist, so I know that I'm losing weight, but I'm building muscle back up, and so I know muscle weighs more than fat, and I'm okay with not losing as much weight, but working towards my goal of being healthier and doing that. And so that's what I worked on, and been able to keep it up. I know this class is ending, but I tend to go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I take my kids with me. We go swimming. We just run the track. We just do things. So I incorporate my kids with me so that I can do it. And it's been a good for me. So that was my project.
Well done.
Sweet. I like the graph.
So I guess I'll go real quick. Let's see if this works. Whoa, inception there. Let me click off of that. Okay. So here's my little Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, that was weird.
Is it working?
Yeah, I just see like a million of your.
Yeah, apparently I shouldn't. So, for mine, I had 4 that I can share. So I had wanted to start walking. I originally was like, I can do a mile every day, and that did not work for me. So when I just could not do it, I was like, okay, every other day is a good place for me to start, and then bump it up to that. I also want to exercise 3 times a week. That was just 30 minutes 3 times per week. And then wanted to get better at fulfilling my callings outside of church, because I feel like mostly my callings at church I just do when I'm at church, really. So I wanted to get better at preparing and not just doing my typical Saturday night 15-minute prep or Sunday during sacrament prep. So that was that one. And then my final one was a budget checks. Me and my wife made a budget, and We did it when we first got married, and it seemed like a great idea, but then we just didn't follow up with that budget very often. So just wanted to do a weekly check with that to try to make it a little easier for us to stay on the ball. So with mine, all of those I was able to maintain. With my contract thing I made at the beginning, I had put an exception that anything that was missed I could do extra the week before or make up the week after. And so that worked out, except for 2 weeks ago when my wife had the baby. That threw things through a loop. So got a 2-week-old in the other room, and I did not follow through my consequences for that because I thought having a baby was a good excuse. I did really like this project. I have been incredibly out of shape. I've been a bus driver for the past 5 years. Incredibly stationary job. So my asthma's gotten worse, and just walking to and from class was a pain. With this project, I have been walking from my apartment to school instead of driving up to school. I go up to the campus Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so that gave me my walking, and it's a little over 1.5 miles each way. So got my walking in that I like to do, and then with my exercise, it's all been just at the campus gym. So my wife's been awesome through it all, up until like a month before pregnancy. So like first, 8 weeks of the class, she was going with me every time. So it was nice, even though the project said you had to do it ourselves or not be tied to another person. It was nice to have that. The thing I wish I could have done better with this project was the accountability to someone else. I felt like I didn't have enough of somebody checking on me or watching me to make sure I did it. It got done, but I think the thing I learned about this project was just that when we do miss these things, we're just shortchanging ourselves, and it's just a really good motivational thing that, we might not have people watching our every action, but those actions that we do are going to add up. I've already noticed a difference where I can actually walk to class without getting super sweaty or having to take a break halfway through. I used to I'd walk up to the eye center and have to take a break and sit down in there before walking across to the Smith. And so it's just nice being able to walk all the way across campus. So just small things like that where I definitely need to get better and try to increase what I've done, but it definitely makes me happy for a starting place.
Cool.
Good job.
Yeah, congrats. All right. Let me see. Can you guys see?
Yep.
You can see the graph? All right, cool.
Yep.
So I set some weekly, daily, and monthly because I wanted to prioritize homework before I started playing games because I would just not end well. I'd put my energy into video games, and then by the time homework comes around or class, I would just be too tired and wouldn't want to do it. So I would want to do my homework done first and then be social afterward. And I also wanted to be more spiritual on a basis, so I wanted to read my scriptures more often, at least 15 minutes a day, and pray. So that one was probably my hardest one out of my goals because it was every day for 15 minutes. And sometimes I just forget. I wouldn't set like a specific time, like in the morning, or at night. So I just kind of forget, and then I would have to do my consequence. And I would say at the very beginning, I was really into this goal thing. I really wanted to do it and accomplish it. So I set a pretty big consequence if I didn't follow up on one of my goals. And that was I had to run for 5 miles.
Wow.
And I do not like running at all, so it was a pretty big consequence. So I did that, and I didn't feel very good the first time. Actually, I had my friend run with me because he's a runner, so he helped me through it. But it was interesting because I never ran 5 miles before. So probably too much. I probably should have gone like 1 or 2 miles and then gone from there. So that probably would have been better. I wanted to not have a lot of sugar because I had several cavities last time, so I just want to cut back on the sugar, eat more healthy. I wanted to work out. I was on the Frisbee team for Ultimate, and I wanted to just work out to just be more in shape and account for time for the goal, so I did that. I did that really, really well. I wanted to be more social, so just asking girls out, just doing stuff. And I also wanted to read my patriarchal blessing each week to be reminded of everything and to just have a more clear path, and then go to temple twice a month also for more of a spiritual goal. I say overall did really well. I kind of like the Excel layout. Just makes it really easy, just going there every day and checking it off if you did it or not. So I thought that was really cool. So definitely in the future, just definitely be more accountable. So yeah.
Good job. I forgot to mention my my consequences, and mine was I put money aside each time I missed a workout or something, and I made it a goal to take that money and take my family out to dinner afterwards, and we went to dinner tonight, so I was able to put it away each week and had enough to pay for the dinner. So
Very nice.
Are you guys gonna keep going through? Do you like this negative motivation consequence if you don't follow up on your goals? Do you guys think you're gonna keep doing it, or are you gonna have a better way to accomplish your goals?
I like it. I think I'll stick with it.
I don't know if I'll have the consequences, but I've set a pattern up for myself to where I don't feel that I need that anymore because we're motivated to do what we need to do, and it's been good. So I don't know if I'll have consequences, but I'll continue with the program that I'm doing because it's helped.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, maybe throw some positive reinforcement there instead of always like negative, just doing extra. But I thought it was still useful and interesting, so I agree with you guys there.
Good job.
Cool.
Okay, well, I will
Yeah.
get this link copied in, so it should show up on the discussion board soon.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good luck with the rest of your classes, and have a good Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
too. Thanks. We'll see ya.
All right.